Newly revealed memos from the Trump campaign from 2 weeks after the presidential election. November 19th, actually, is when all of this took place. But these memos show that the Trump campaign knew that there was no funny business with Dominion voting systems. There was no funny business with Smartmatic voting machine software, and that the two companies weren't even working together with the 2020 election. Now, again, this was drafted 2 weeks after the presidential election. So why? Why would they come up with this? Well, because their lawyers, which included people like Rudy Giuliani, wanted to push this narrative in the media. They wanted to go out there, file these lawsuits, and push the story that somehow Dominion and Smartmatic were in cahoots together to rob Donald Trump of the election. And Trump's own campaign looked at this, looked at whatever evidence they could see, and said, this didn't happen. There is no evidence that any of this happened. We're not going to do this. And the reason we know about this, again, these documents that have now come out, is because they were filed in court, which means the defamation lawsuits against Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell by Dominion Voting Systems, their best defense just got flushed down the toilet. If there is, and we know there is, so no, there's no if here, there's documents from the Trump campaign itself saying all of these claims are not true. Giuliani and Powell, who, according to the documents too, by the way, at some point, nobody even knew who Sidney Powell was or who she was actually working for. Is she with the campaign? Is she with us? Is she just some wackadoo? We don't really know. Like, there was confusion as to who in the hell this woman was and why she was hanging around. And honestly, that's the funniest thing about all of this. You know, she basically inserted herself into this and then got slapped with a $1.3 billion lawsuit because of it. And she continues to this day to go out there and make absolutely insane claims about the 2020 election, including recently that they, she didn't specify whose they is, but that they killed a Republican aide in order to stop investigations, which again didn't happen. Guy died in a car crash. Nevertheless, the existence of these memos absolutely destroys any legal defense that Giuliani or Powell might be able to cobble together to fight off these lawsuits. In my view here, it's done. Like, these individuals are toast at this point. And they better start thinking about trying to come up with a way to settle these lawsuits, because if these go to trial, they're not going to win. There absolutely is a 0% chance of Powell or Giuliani being successful in their lawsuits. Same thing with MyPillow guy, Mike Lindell, because he's also being sued. But of course, he was not one of the Trump lawyers, so his thing might be a little bit different. This memo may not affect his case so much, but he's still out there making outrageous claims, and so is Powell. Giuliani, he's not quite as vocal, I guess. But these folks are in trouble. And this memo might be the, proverbial smoking gun that Dominion needs to be successful in taking down these lunatics. And I hope it is. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel for fresh content 7 days a week.